Hi Resonators, welcome to Tammiosity. I'm Tammy. Today I am making a D for Dustin and this is for his birthday. First I cut out this map, a piece of a map, and I'm covering it with Mod Podge to seal it from the resin. And now I'm just pouring down some clear resin and I'll be adding some charms, some biker charms. I got some really cool charms for bikers. He just got a Harley Davidson. And when I had planned to make this D, I had no idea that his surprise party was going to be Harley Davidson themed. So I just got lucky. But of course, he did just buy the bike. So why not, right? So I got these really cool charms and I'm going to add this to the D. And this is going to turn out so great. Well, I know I just posted a video unboxing some new stuff that I just got because I said I was getting burnt out on resin. And I thought I already posted this video and I went to YouTube I was going to copy the link and send it to somebody, this specific video. And I'm like, hey, I don't have the video up yet. And I looked in my movie editor and I didn't even create it yet. I didn't do any editing. So I actually made this a month ago. And I completely forgot to take care of doing the video and get it posted and all of that. So that's why I'm doing this now, even though I just said I'm not doing a resin for a while. But I did do this one. So look at these charms. See that biker guy? He has that big handlebar mustache. That one was one of my favorites. So these are the charms that are going to go into the D for Dustin. Large letter. I did spend a lot of time warming up the resin just to make sure that it was nice and warm. I didn't want to have any bubbles. And we just had so much rain. And the rain has kept things cool and it's kept it humid. And cool and humidity don't react well with resin. It needs to be warm and dry. So I have really tried my best to keep the bubbles out of this clear resin. I am really excited to make this project for Dustin because he's probably been my biggest supporter. He loves all the resin projects that I made, and I've given him so many coasters and whatever, and so this one is going to be made specific for him, and I know he's just going to love it. I plunged the charms down into some resin first to hopefully try to eliminate bubbles between the top and the charms. So oftentimes bubbles get trapped underneath the charms when you put them down upside down like this. And so that's the goal, is trying to hopefully not have any bubbles. These charms are kind of cool. They're metal tags and they just have words on them. So I have warrior, protected, and brave. I thought those kind of stood out to me as biker vocabulary words, right? By the way, I hope you like my music selection. I picked this because this is a biker themed project. So we're here outside of Phoenix, and the map, as I cut it out, I made sure Phoenix was showing in the map. I didn't want to cut it off. So Phoenix will be showing in the very bottom, right below the hole of the D. So I'm making sure that I don't put a charm there because I want Phoenix to show on the map. And then I put that motorcycle there because, well, I wanted it to be either driving into or driving away from Phoenix. It didn't really matter which way it went, so I wasn't trying to be super particular in my placement of that, but I did want to have a motorcycle looking like it was either driving away from or driving into Phoenix. So that's why I put that motorcycle at the bottom where I did. And again, I'm just warming up this resin. I want to make sure it's warm. I'm really trying to fight these bubbles considering the cold, humid weather that we have right now. I added those little brass pieces on the right hand side. You can see those two brass pieces. After I did that, I thought, I should not have done that. I love those brass pieces. I think they look so pretty. And the coolest thing about them is those are fuel filters from a carburetor. So it's not something you think of as being pretty. It's a part for a car part. It's a part for a part. And but I just love how they look, and I wanted to add it. And of course, Dustin knew right away what those pieces are. So I was glad I put it in there. But what happened is I had to do lots of layers of clear before I could add the map because I added those pieces in there. Those pieces are so thick. So I did add tons of clear, and I'm trying to spare you the boring parts of just adding clear and warming it up. But that's what I did, and I have to make that all flat before I can add the map in the background. So finally, after more layers than I really wanted, we are ready to lay down the map. It's flat now, so the map will lay down flat. And like I said, it is covered in Mod Podge to seal it from the resin, so the resin doesn't cause any of the colors to run. And I did skip some of the less interesting stuff of me trying to work that map in, hopefully getting out all the bubbles that might be trapped underneath. It is quite a process, but it's boring to watch a video on it. I want this letter to be two-sided, so no matter what side you look at, you're not going to be looking at a backside. On this next layer, I'm doing black because I'm going to come in with chameleon powder, and chameleon powder looks best when it's done on top of black. So I'm doing a layer of black resin, let that cure, and then I'm going to do a layer of resin that has chameleon powder in it. Well, I'm a little disappointed in how the chameleon powder looks when it's all done. It doesn't look chameleon-y. chameleon-y. It doesn't look like it's shifting colors when it's all done, and maybe because it's just flat. I don't know, maybe it just works better when it's in something, a shape like a skull or something. So see how it just looks flat. Anyway, so I'm coming back in with some more charms that see the skeleton with the guitar. I really loved that charm, but I couldn't use it because I didn't leave myself enough room. It's very, very shallow right here where I'm putting these charms, and that one would have stuck out in the back, and then you wouldn't be able to lay it down flat. So I decided not to use that charm. I did 3 motorcycles on the bottom there because that represents the people that we go riding with regularly. My husband and I ride on one, Dustin rides on another, and our friend Ron rides on another. So the 3 of us go out riding. Now we're ready to demold. The exciting part, all these layers are finally going to pay off and we can see how it looks. All this talk of bubbles, and look, I have a bubble trapped in my lucky penny. He is heads up, but it's kind of hard to see that it's heads up because there's a bubble there. But look how good the map turned out. The map turned out so good. You can see it clearly. So maybe putting it so far back behind the charms was a good thing because you can see almost the entire map even though there's big charms in the way. So I think that turned out well. And then I was just pointing out on the side how the map is kind of wavy. It's just, because it's paper, whatever. And my first reaction when I demolded it, I'm all, oh, it's cute. No, it's not cute because it's for a biker. I can't use the word cute. But look how good it turned out. I love it. I really, really love it. I love the map. The map just really sets it apart. So next, I sanded it. I did sand it off camera because, you know, who wants to watch that? That's boring. And now I'm just doming it with a little thin top coat. And that makes it all shiny and pretty. And then I'll give that to Dustin for his birthday. Here you can see that Phoenix is at the bottom. The motorcycle is leaving Phoenix, so he's on his way out of town. And at the right angle, that motorcycle kind of looks like it's on the road. I do have that charm in there that says made with love, and you might be thinking, this is for a biker and it says made with love. But if you knew Dustin, you would know that makes sense because he's just a big teddy bear and he wants to hug everybody. And of course, I had to say made with love. And also because he's been my big supporter in doing all these resin projects. And I hope you like this video. Can't wait to show you my next project, which won't be resin. I'm going to stay off of resin for a little while and do some other different things. If you like this, please like and subscribe, and I can't wait to show you what I do next. Thank you for watching.